Welcome back. In this video summary, we'll look at psychology as an approach towards understanding how meaning is constructed. According to the Encyclopedia of Psychoanalysis, the evolution of representational capacities and symbolic expression has contributed essentially to thought, language, and culture. In psychoanalysis, the interpretation of symbolism differs from other disciplines. Specifically, psychoanalysis focuses on the dynamics of the unconscious mind, while other forms of interpretation tend to concentrate on the relationship between the signifier and its referent on a conscious level. According to social and cultural conventions, psychoanalytic symbols are usually disguised by and from the individual who uses them. The meanings of psychoanalytic symbols are relatively independent of social, cultural, and historical settings and are neither taught nor learned. Psychoanalytic symbols emerge as a result of the interaction of the instinctual drives, defenses, and other ego functions with the developmental experience of the infant and child. Spontaneous in origin and typically sensorial, symbols are believed to create a concrete bridge between the body and the primary object world. Psychoanalytic symbols are typically linked to external perceptual reality, manifest in the closeness of the symbol perceptually towards what it signified. Ego, id, and superego. The id, ego, and superego are a set of three components in psychoanalytic theory, describing distinct interacting agents in the psychic apparatus. The three agents are theoretical constructs that describe the activities and interactions of the mental life of a person. For Saul MacLeod, Freud's three-part psychoanalytic theory includes the id, the primitive and instinctual part of the mind that contains sexual and aggressive drives and hidden memories, the superego, which functions as a moral conscience, and the ego, or the realistic part of the human psyche that mediates between the desires of the id and the superego. Freud believes psychoanalytic symbolism is ubiquitous in myths, legends, art, literature, slang, jokes, and obscenities. Stephen Handel said, "We all fall into a spell with the symbols in our lives. Our minds are constantly interpreting things and building associations that we aren't consciously aware of. We aren't just passive observers of our reality, soaking up the facts and regurgitating them out. Our minds add meaning to our experiences. Our minds are meaning-generating machines. Because we can't possibly understand everything in the universe, we are often driven to fill the gaps. And symbols are one way our minds accomplish this." Here are a few examples. Birth is almost always represented by some reference to water. Either one plunges into water or climbs out of it, rescues someone from water or gets rescued from water, indicating a mother-like relationship to that person. Death is replaced in dreams by taking a journey. Nakedness is symbolized by clothing, especially uniforms. Many symbols in psychoanalysis are interpreted from the unconscious as sexual in nature. However, there are objects and events in life that seem quite normal, such as a fall representing anxiety or a railroad track standing in for a boundary. McAndrews also explains that a person in a dream can also be represented in the form of a house. Houses with smooth walls are men, and those with projections and balconies to which one might cling are women. Parents appear in dreams as kings, queens, or other highly respected persons. Children and siblings are often symbolized as small animals or vermin. In summary, psychoanalytic symbols are typically linked to external perceptual reality, manifest in closeness of the symbols perceptually towards what is signified. From a psychoanalytic perspective, the symbol refers to all indirect and figurative representations of unconscious desire. This conception of the unconscious symbol depends on a relation of general substitution, where one thing takes the place of another. But unlike the term's conventional meaning, defined by the conjunction between the symbol and what is symbolized, the unconscious symbol is defined by a disjunction between symbol and symbolized.